Look, it's what my character would do. I'm sorry if that's not fun for you, but that's what my character would do.
Oh, we've got a good one here. Let's talk about this. Ah, yes, the old, this is what my character would do. Yeah, I know I don't have many followers on here, and that's okay. I'm not in it for the followers. I might lose a couple of you on this, but go with me on this, okay? Just follow with me. Um, if your choices as a player, character aside, it is you, the player, that has the choice on how your character is played. And honestly, if you use the line, it's what my character would do, to basically break Wheaton's Law number one, don't play. And if you don't know what Wheaton's Law is, Wheaton's Law number one of any law under the sun, as a gamer, don't be a dick. It's that simple. Don't be a dick. And if you are playing your character like a dick, just to be a dick, just to fuck with things, if you are making those decisions, get the fuck out of my game. Now, let's be clear. This does not mean that you, as a player, and your character, just goes along with what the crowd says. It doesn't mean you are completely and utterly agreeable to whatever happens. It doesn't mean that you are all sunshine and rainbows and puppies. Not at all. Conflict, in its many forms, coming from a literary standpoint, I mean, you have all the archetypes and everything. Just look it all up. Conflict in every form brings about a good story, but it's how it is done that really kind of sets the tone and makes it, well, either part of the enjoyable, memorable experience that any TTRPG game is going to have, or it's going to cause a fuckload of problems, and that means both for your character and for you as a player. If you really want to play a character that brings the chaos, that brings the conflict, that maybe brings the drama, ask yourself a couple of questions while you're trying to do this. First up, does this decision, does this action, does whatever I'm about to have my character do, does it serve the story? Does it serve the situation, the story situation as it stands right now? You can bring conflict to a game situation without it being cruel, without it being intentionally dickish. You can make certain decisions and have certain actions happen, say certain words, use your vocabulary there. You're a gamer. There is a line between being a dick and just bringing proper conflict. And that is, does it serve the story? Is it going to drive the story forward in a meaningful way? It doesn't have to be grand or epic, but it has to make sense. There is a difference between being a dick for just being a dick, and there are, being a dick because there is a really solid, good reason for that. And that's what you really have to think about. The second is that, are you ready to accept the consequences, both as a character and as a player? Because for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Well, I don't know about equal, but there's always going to be a reaction. And if you choose to perform actions, say certain things, maybe set a couple of certain balls in motion in whatever situation is, especially if that, whatever you're going to do, fucks over your party members, is that really going to work out well? Is there an end goal for that? Because whatever you might think in your head in that moment, well, that's what my character would do. Yes, your character may do that, but are you ready to accept the consequences? Because there are consequences in your game. Always. Whether it is coming from the BBEG, whether it is coming from the local populace, whether it is coming from your party themselves, there is always going to be consequences. And are you ready to accept those? Because I promise you, if you choose to go the way of the dick, dickish things are going to happen right back. And those consequences can spill over, not just stay in game, but they will almost inevitably, if you choose this route, they are going to spill out into out of character stuff. Player around the table with your fellow players and GM. Are you ready to accept those consequences? Because I can almost guarantee you they're not going to be good ones. They are not going to be positive, and they are not going to foster that bond amongst gamers. Like, oh my God, that was an amazing session. It was tense. It was crazy. The conflict was there. You can cut it with a knife. You had to chew through the scenery. No, you were just being a real dick, and now you've pissed everybody the fuck off for no particular reason than you decided you wanted to be a dick. There's a big difference. So don't let the idea that conflict can't happen in a game. It does happen. It needs to happen. It drives characters forward. It doesn't have to happen all the time, but every little bit of conflict is what drives the story. It's what drives everybody's individual story as well as the overarching story for the game forward. It's good, it's bad, it's otherwise. But again, you really kind of have to have a judgmental eye. And sometimes that means, yes, that means curbing the decisions that your character may make. Sure, your character may, just because of the makeup of it, you say you have a paladin of a holy god of light and whatnot, but you are lawful to a fault. Forget the spirit of the law. It is the letter of the law. And your rogue just broke that. So according to your tenets of your religion, he should be put to death. You can see where that could be a problem if you decide as the paladin that you are basically going to bring the rogue up as judge, jury, and executioner and take care of that rogue. That could cause problems. So how can you as a player make a decision that won't involve a TPK? Because that would piss people off, especially if you've been playing for a long time. It's an example. There are a lot of others. So intent, motivation, really think about what you're going to do. Again, don't shy away from conflict. Just make it constructive conflict. Don't make it meaningless. Because yes, your character may in some form do that, but really, what are you bringing to the table when you bring that? This was a great example. Go back and watch both of the videos and let me know what you think. I'm sure this is going to bring about a few comments, so let's talk.